the 996, and today's video is about revising, especially when it comes to a plot hole. That's right, a plot hole. So anybody who has gotten through the first draft of their novel, do this. Woo! 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 Congrats! That's awesome. Second of all, after you let that baby rest and you start working on various different things, there's something called a plot hole, which I'm sure you'll have one or more of. The reason I decided to make this video is because today I was working on a plot hole myself. And I realized some ways to help figure out how to fill those plot holes is to make sure that you are organized. So, this isn't about how to fill all the plot holes in your novel. People have various different ones. Thankfully, I don't have too many of them. This can go for various plot holes, but I'm going to just focus on how to fill one plot hole at a time. You can do this for all your plot holes, and that will help you. First of all, write down what your plot hole is. Now that might sound silly because you might think, well, I know what my plot hole is. But let's pretend that you don't. For instance, let's use a novel as an example. I'm going to use Stephenie Meyer's New Moon. Now let's pretend for a moment that you're Stephenie Meyer. And spoilers for anyone who hasn't read New Moon or hasn't watched the movie, they're going to be spoilers. Let's say you're trying to figure out how Bella is going to, who is this girl who has a vampire boyfriend who leaves her to protect her, but pretends that he doesn't love her anymore. Make sure that she doesn't try and follow him or anything like that, leaves her devastated. You're going to make sure that she gets close to this other love interest, which is a werewolf who at the time doesn't know he's a werewolf, who's a family friend. One, that is still so that could be what you write out. How does Bella get close to Jacob so that they become love interests? One, have them be friends. That's obvious, but how can they get close? She's so close to Edward. She's so into Edward, right? And so maybe she's like, Edward, I'm just going to scratch myself all over the place because I don't know what to do without him. And if I'm not doing that, I'll sit, sulk, and watch the season pass me by. Anybody who sees every season was one season on a page as you flip through the book will understand that reference I made. But anyway, enough making fun of that. You could say, okay, maybe have them get close, but write down different ideas. You may not know what it is. You might do a combination of your ideas. You might only use one of them. You know what? It's okay, but write them down because you're going to get busy and you're going to think you're going to always remember it, and you might actually going back and looking at it is going to help you. So you might say, need to get close to Jacob. Let's see. Oh, well, maybe he starts coming around Bella and he asks her out afterwards. But then he might scratch through that later on and say, wait, Bella loves Edward. He's her first love. He took her into this magical world of vampires and letting her realize that there's more than life that meets the eye. Not only because this was her first love, but because he introduced her to the world of supernatural beings. So, some guy who is a family friend who's kind of cute, no matter how buff he gets, kind of come up to her and ask her out, she's going to rebuke that. You might also be like, okay, um, maybe she needs to distract herself. Maybe someone's going to say, yes, do something. And someone's father is going to be worried about her moping around. And she's going to do something and start hanging around Jacob so she can get the father off her back and not be sent away. Okay, that's perfect. That's the most perfect thing in the world. Now, but how can Jacob and Bella bond? They both love books. Maybe they'll read books. But then, think about it. Maybe scratch through that. Jacob's personality, he's really not a huge bookworm. Bella loves books, but she kind of needs something to do. Books are kind of solitary, even though you could kind of read books and compare notes. She needs something she can do with him, something to help build a team building spirit, help get to know each other. Well, at the same time, Bella sees Edward when she does dangerous and reckless things. At least she thinks she's seeing him when she does dangerous and reckless things. So she also likes to get the adrenaline rush, it seems, so she doesn't have to think about all her sorrow and how close she was to the family and how close she was to him. So she does something a bit dangerous or at least thrilling. What could it be? Could they go bungee jumping? Okay. Really? Probably not. Telling her father, yeah, I'm going to go bungee jumping. Probably not going to be something that's going to help her father get off her back about spending time with other people and not being depressed. You know what? Motorcycles. Fixing motorcycles. Perfect. It's a team building activity and it's something that's fun for her. Something that has a bit of danger in it that can make her see Edward. And it's something where she can start going closer to this guy. And as they're working together and they're talking, they can just bond. And it's something that's natural. It's not something where it's a situation where anyone's trying to ask someone out. It's just going to flow naturally. Now, of course, I'm not exactly sure how Stephenie Meyer came to all her conclusions. I'm just guessing maybe different things that Stephenie Meyer might have looked at, or if I was the writer of Twilight, how I might have looked at things about Stephenie Meyer. But I think you get the point. So make sure, whenever you're feeling a plot hole, that you write down what your plot hole is, write down what your possibilities are, and also, whichever ones give you that little tingling feeling like, I'm leaning more towards this, make sure that you do something with it. Maybe put a star next to it. Maybe highlight it. The plot hole fillers that are calling to you more so, make sure that you do something to distinguish those. You might not know it now, but normally your subconscious is kind of telling you something that you're not aware of right now. And don't be afraid, as I said before, to combine them. Because maybe you say, okay, well, they need to do something together. And they're going to, like I'm using the Stephenie Meyer New Moon example. Edward and Bella are going to work on motorcycles. Maybe that was combined. That could be two ideas. Something that is a bit thrilling and could be a bit dangerous with something that is a team building, bonding experience. Because she doesn't just ride motorcycles. She helps them build motorcycles, hands them the tools, and they spend a lot of time together that way. So for whatever your plot holes are, also want to remind you this. It might feel overwhelming because it might feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to rewrite so much of my work, or oh my goodness, I'm going to have to on so many things within this story. Why can't I just figure this out? Why didn't I figure this out earlier? You know what? First drafts are horrible. So just remind yourself of that. And second of all, remember, it's a lot easier, it will be a lot easier, that is, to fill the plot hole than to just let it get bigger. Because not dealing with the plot hole is just being in ignorance is bliss land. And that's just where, oh, I know it's a plot hole, but I'll figure it out later. Oh, I'll figure it out later. And when you're writing, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're revising, you definitely need to be thinking about how those plot holes should be filled. Thanks so much. I'm the 996. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And I hope you have a great day.